messed up, man. I see that now. What's going on? What's going on? What's good, YouTube? We live. Hop in this thing. Show some support and other things. Hold on. Let me set up a little bit. I'll let y'all get in here. Let y'all get in here good. Y'all see the title. It's another episode or audio segment of To Infinity and Beyond, where we take deep dives and conversation and talks about whatever the title says. It could be anything for real. But this is where we dive deep into it on the live stream and we chat about it and talk about it. Today, we're gonna be talking about some good stuff. Y'all hop in here, your favorite artist trying to get y'all a game. See, you gotta realize what this is. You gotta realize what I'm building here on this channel as well. Your favorite artist trying to give you some game. Hop in here. Show some support. I'm still a little hot from the freestyle session I just did in that room. Y'all see me locked in that thing. The live streams is back in full effect. That was a 30-minute live stream and it did post already. So everything is, going how it's supposed to go. I'm sorry if the camera get a little shaky and it's live. I am holding it by hand. I changed my location and my position and my spot that I'm in for this live setting. So as you can see, I'm out of the room that I'll be doing the little freestyles in, and I'm in a different little setting. Want to feel a little breeze, you hear me? It's going to be a deep conversation. Hop in this thing. What up, what up, what up? Y'all going to see me swatting at mosquitoes, blowing insects off my arm, all kind of shit. What's good? Hop in this thing. Y'all see what the title say. Welcome to another audio segment, another episode of To Infinity and Beyond. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see in the title, we taking a deep dive into Web3 cryptocurrency in the metaverse. Now, a lot of people know about cryptocurrency. Now, a lot of people know about I've heard of the metaverse. Not many people have heard about Web3, which is what all of these things are inside of, basically. The internet that runs all of these things. And I want to talk about it because it's been kept on the quiet a good while. Not a lot of people talk about it anymore. They look at it like it was just like a get-rich-quick scheme in cryptocurrency. It was like if you got in there and got you some bread, you good. And if you didn't, then you missed out. But a lot of people don't realize cryptocurrency has just started still. It's still not a bad time to do certain things in the crypto space as far as investing. The OG, let's start from the beginning and go from Web3 to crypto to the metaverse. Okay, so you heard of Web2. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Web2 is what the internet currently runs on. All your apps, everything. Web 1 was when the internet was still just text. You couldn't really see nothing but text and images. Later came, and then videos later came, and that's when it went from Web 1 to Web 2. Now we're going into Web 3. At the beginning of every investment opportunity that becomes a big thing, there's this point that we're in now, which is a confusion point, or I want to call it not a confusion point, but a build-up point where you don't know whether to invest in this stuff, you don't know what to learn about this stuff or not. But there also will be an explosion point, just like when the internet first came out, nobody was fucking with it. Like, the internet, what the hell is the internet? Who the fuck want to sit there and type and text on the screen and shit? I rather just call a motherfucker. I'm 27 and I know this because I pay attention, right? But that's how it was. I wasn't even around then. I came around after MySpace days. So, with technology and learning for me, I've come a certain distance I would consider to be a long way. But anyway, Web3 is now the version of the internet. I'm going to explain it to you guys. It's free game if y'all tap in with y'all favorite artists, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. It's free game. I do more than just freestyle, folks. But listen, Web3 is decentralized version of the internet. Now, decentralized means you're in full control. You have the ability to be in full control, not censored from your platforms. Your stuff not gonna be taken down because there's no central owner or a group or organization that's over your content that owns your data. Your data is your content, the shit that you create. So, like your Facebook, even YouTube, even all these other Web2 platforms, apps, social media sites, websites, whatever, you don't own any of it. You own Facebook and you have a Facebook page, but if Facebook say, "Hey, I'm not gonna continue Facebook any longer," your page can no longer continue. So at any given point in time, everything you've ever created through your digital footprint can be taken away from you if such as the right people decide to say, "Hey, we're leaving." You see what I'm saying? And that's the centralized version of the internet, when groups and organizations and a certain amount of people control your data and the digital footprint that you own on the actual internet. And now in comes Web3. Like I said, decentralized. They're blockchain with blockchain technologies and certain crypto currency technologies and stuff like that. It's allowing you to be able to actually own. Hold on, y'all, because okay, that locust was definitely gonna get on my nerves if it was gonna be that loud. But it's allowing you to actually own. By the way, your favorite artist. I know that's a locust. I'm also a country boy. You feel me? Don't ask. Listen, it can allow you to own an actual piece of the pie, a piece of the internet. The reason why that's important is because guess who advertises on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or any of these other platforms because of you and me who create advertisement companies. So they are paying Facebook for the work that me and you did. They're paying YouTube for the work that me and you did. And then that company that gets paid decides to either not split or split apart with us. And that's what's been going on the centralized version of the web. And if you've noticed, follow me now. Take a deep dive with me now. Y'all got to rock with me. I'm giving y'all game. This is generational game. This is, if you in the struggle now, this in the next 20 years is going to set you right. You feel me? But if you've noticed, every platform is now giving you a way to earn money on it. Because we don't want to, the creators are no longer coming to platforms that's not allowing us to earn from our content, that's not giving us control of our content. We don't want to be shadow banned. We don't want to be creating all of this content and moving the culture forward and just being what it is to be innovative and broke. You see what I'm saying? By the way, y'all can go ahead and hit that subscribe button and support me because you know what I'm saying, I ain't want to be broke. You feel me? So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and support me. Like button, comment button, share button, all that. You hear me? And now they have to actually start paying. Facebook didn't used to pay. You know what I'm saying? Instagram, if I'm not mistaken, when all these platforms came out, they ain't used to pay. And it was unheard of to be getting paid from just being on social media just a couple of years ago, for real. If you think about this shit. So Web3 allows you to own a piece of the internet, like actually, like your own little space in it, like through different protocols. And this is the confusing part. This is where everybody gets confused, because unlike Web 2, where it's one thing we know is called the internet and it kind of works a certain way across everything, Web 3 is more complex in the sense that it doesn't work and operate the same way across everything, because there are different protocols that allows you to build different outcomes on that blockchain or on that technology or on that protocol. You see what I'm saying? So it allows you to take a protocol and build something that you see a need for off of that protocol, while all keeping it decentralized. But different protocols are connected and some aren't, if that makes sense. So like, for instance, right, with Web3, I've been lately in the Fediverse, which is a more decentralized web. It's not fully decentralized, which is why I'm getting out of the Fediverse and going to Nostr or Nostr, No Star. I don't know how you say it. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but to a protocol that runs Nostr, okay? And Nostr is a bunch of different protocols. Hold on, y'all. Let me move, because this locals I feel like he's gonna like get on my little nerve. Let me just walk around a little bit. But Nostr is it's a different type of protocol, right? And it runs, like I said, it runs different technologies on it that allows all of the media that gets output on it to be like decentralized. You feel me? So you own complete control of all of your data all the way up to, like, if a server or a group or the person that you're literally running your profile and your media on, your data decided to cancel you, all you would have to do is really you are able to take your profile with you. Like, yeah, YouTube can say, okay, we don't want you on the platform no more, but I can't take none of my videos with me across with me to another platform. You see what I'm saying? So it allows you to literally be able to, okay, if you got banned on, or say if you got censored in a certain way, you can take your stuff with you, your data with you, and then you can rebroadcast it to the people who enjoy your content on a different server. Or you could create your own server. And if you did that, that's literally like having your small little piece of the internet. That's what Web3. So I hope you guys understand what I'm putting down and following along. Oh, what's up? I got a chat in here. What's up? My bad, I ain't see you, dog. 5909. I don't want to butcher it. What's good? What's good? We got a chat in this mug. I definitely don't want to butcher that name. I'm gonna just say Malone. What's good, Malone? Appreciate the comment. I mean the chat. You know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe button. Keep tuning in, tapping in. You feel me? But listen. So that's Web3, decentralized, full ownership version. And they also have a lot of protocols that solve a lot of problems that we have today on like our Web2 stuff. So, hold on, y'all. I'm gonna go back shit down. I thought I was ready to stand up. I ain't ready. Hold on. The locals ain't that bad right now. I'm trying to make content, man. Shit be crazy. But listen. So, it allows you to fully own your data, as well as also it allows you to peer-to-peer connect with people. Peer-to-peer, if you got a good or a service, and I want it and I like it, I'm willing to pay for it. You see what I'm saying? So it allows that. Hold on, y'all. Mid live, I'm getting a call. Back. I'll have to answer it after the live stream. So it solves a great deal of things. It cuts out the middleman with you connecting with other people, and it brings real connection and real socialization. You feel me? So every time you socialize on Web 2, you got to go through a middleman, being that platform, whoever owns it. You ain't got to do that in Web 3, right? So let's go on to cryptocurrency. Now, a lot of people know what cryptocurrency is. They know it to be something you can invest in. Cryptocurrency is something you can invest in, but it's the currency that runs Web 3. That's what I need you to understand. It's the currency that will be running your metaverses. It's the currency that runs Web 3. So, with that being said, as long as there is internet, and if there's internet, there's going to be a Web 3. It's going to be a thing. Cryptocurrency is something that, yes, you could just invest in it short term, but you can hold it and do what you call staking it, which is just like the same as putting it in a savings account with a high yield savings, basically. So you put it in an account and let it stake. And the reason why it's able to be staked and earned upon off of interest is because the currency itself is a protocol. It's attached to a protocol that actually does something over the internet. So if you have, and I'm trying to explain this to all of my, what's good? I'm trying to explain this to all of my subscribers because I want y'all to be just as hip to this shit as me. Because we the wave. You feel me? It's like I told y'all, this ain't just about me. So I want y'all to know what cryptocurrency is. I want y'all to know about everything I know about. You feel me? It's Deuce Tribe. We tribing. Come on, hit that subscribe button. Let's get it. Listen. So cryptocurrency is connected to protocols that actually do something. Every time, let's say take Bitcoin for instance. When somebody spends Bitcoin, a transaction has to occur. Someone or something has to do the work for that transaction to occur. Now, when you're talking about cryptocurrency, computers are doing the work. Takes the people out of it, so you ain't got to worry about that, right? And when that computer does a transaction, okay, it has to pay whoever owns it, if that makes sense. Because you owning that computer that does those transactions, which is called crypto mining, is almost like you being a corporation and owning an employee that did some work for you. You see what I'm saying? If you look at it in that sense, then you start to understand like, oh, it's bigger than just a little short investment opportunity. Y'all, these mosquitoes is tearing me up. But that's cryptocurrency. And the OG of cryptocurrency, which is the godfather, which is the grand starter, which was the first protocol, Bitcoin. So one thing I just realized and was just, I really appreciate that 820. For sure, I appreciate that. Not gonna lie. I love it personally. It's spiritual to me and everything. I got a certain amount of locks in my head. You know what I'm saying? And I'm big spiritual, and it's gonna all shape up. But look, Bitcoin is the OG of cryptocurrency. The market follows Bitcoin because it has no choice. If Bitcoin is doing bad, all the currencies are doing bad. If Bitcoin is doing good, all the currencies are doing good. But with Bitcoin being the original, they say Bitcoin is performing similar to the S&P 500 when it first, I ain't gonna say when it first because I don't really know. It's the charts are charting the same, which means the performance is looking to go up, 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 up. But it's did it in a faster time than the S&P 500. And what does that mean, Quadeuce? That means in the next 50 years, the people that got into Bitcoin found a way to get into cryptocurrencies, found a way to get into these industries early, gonna be set, generationally set. Because what do you do when your whole family is now using a blockchain technology or protocol to earn a living? Because now, what are you gonna do when it's time, when they say, okay, the money over with, the dollar value gone, we can't save it, we getting paid in crypto? See what I'm saying? A lot of y'all not gonna know what to do. And what are you gonna tell your kids to do? How are you going to be able to protect wealth in your assets? Melv, I think that's how you say that. I don't want to butcher it. I be butchering names. I'm just call you 820. Shout out to 820, man, from North Wales, man. I don't even know what it said. That's how you know it's far, chat. Chat, when it's North Wales, you ain't never heard of the play, you know it got to be far. Hey, I know you ain't never been here before 820, but every time I see somebody from afar that tune in and tap in, I encourage them to hit the subscribe button, and I go crazy. You feel me? I do a little party dance with it because that means we are connecting, and that's what we're here to do. Deuce Tribe, we building. Let's go. Let's keep going. I love it. You heard me? But crypto is a great investment to hop in, man. Um, if you feel like maybe you're too late, you are nowhere near too late. These currencies are built to create millionaires because they have limited supplies. Like Bitcoin has a limited supply. So when it reaches its limit and its full supply is in circulation, right? The price is going to have no choice but to skyrocket up for everyone who's using Bitcoin. And that currency is going to be like, I don't know how that's exactly gonna shape up, but it's going to be like, it's not just a currency. Like I said, you gotta look at it like each currency is attached to its own little world. So truly and honestly, the confusion part about crypto is the fact that it doesn't seamlessly connect through all the currencies and platforms. You feel me? Like you got different protocols for different D apps. But literally each one of those protocols is being ran for all the different D apps that has its own currency that's backing it, is going to be its own little economical world. It is. Because then you get into who got what, where can you spend what at, who's accepting what. There's thousands of cryptocurrencies out there. They're not all going to be accepted as a payment, depending on who's accepting what. So you gotta think about it like that, and then you think like, oh, okay, Bitcoin is going to be, it's the original. It's going to be one of the top. Like think about it like this: you could already go and see Bitcoin payments at ATMs and shit. You ain't seen no other cryptocurrency at the ATM. You don't see motherfucking all of the smaller currencies at a place where you physically be at that you can realize like, oh shit, it's here. And that's because for a period of time, for a while, I would say Bitcoin is going to be that number one. It's going to be the number one thing for cryptocurrency payments for a minute. Like they're going to be partnered first with all of your shopping organizations and all of your businesses that you like to consume whatever at, because they was first to the cryptocurrency game. It's the OG. It's the starter of this shit. The starter of this shit. So that's going to be what you first, and eventually you're going to see it trickle down to other currencies as more companies start to understand Web3 and cryptocurrency, and all of that and see potential in it, it'll unfold over the next 10, 15, 20 years, and you guys will see that. But if you subscribe to me, and you tune in and you watching and you following and you understanding what I'm saying and you picking up what I'm down, then you learning already. So this won't be no shock to you. You gonna know what to do. You gonna know how to move. You gonna already have everything in order, ready to go. Cause you tuned in and you subscribe to Quadeuce. Life be that simple sometimes. When you make, you know what I'm saying, when you make the right choice, you get the right results. You feel me? Everybody ain't making choices that you guys are making. Everybody ain't watching me, subscribing to the channel, hearing what I'm saying. Believe it or not, a lot of people see the hair and they instantly gone. That's why I said shout out to Melvy or Melvy 820, man. Shout out to 820, man. Appreciate the love and specifically appreciate you for shouting out the hair. Guess what? You the first chat. You the first person on the channel to really shout out the hair in a good way. Real talk. But and shout out to North Wales, man. We in this thing vibing, man. Shout out to North Wales from NC to North Wales. You heard me? We in North Carolina with it right now. From NC to North Wales, man. We going global with it. You heard me? Appreciate y'all for being in here and being of such positive support. But back to the deep dive. So you got cryptocurrency, you got Web3, which we talked about, you got cryptocurrency, which we currently talk about, and we got the metaverse to talk about next, which is what we finna talk about. Because cryptocurrency, like I told y'all, is the payment process of the metaverse, which is trying to bring Web3, trying to bring you into Web3, which is basically what the metaverse is, trying to get you into Web3 in general. See what I'm saying? That's basically what the metaverse is. And it's going to be different applications for that too. Apple had its own version of the metaverse. Facebook had its own version of the metaverse. They both had the VR sets that you could go purchase, which is two different versions of the metaverse. I think Microsoft had its own version or has its own version that they see as of the metaverse too. And that was mostly with work tools, because you know Microsoft got all of the different spreadsheets and form, you know, the different applications that allow you to be efficient while you work. So theirs was more about business meeting and allowing you to meet virtually and be at your house, but be in an important business meeting. Facebook version of the metaverse about gaming and allowing you to engage in socializing in open like source world games. So there's different versions of the metaverse. There's different protocols for Web3, D apps, and crypto. There's different blockchains for it. So it's a really more advanced world to the point where it takes some learning about. You can't just hop in this shit and feel, it ain't gonna feel like you just hopping on Facebook or like you just hopping on Instagram. Hopping on these Web2 sites is simple and seamless, but it also takes away a lot of the creative freedom. It also takes away a lot of the earning potential. It also takes away from a lot of the actual socializing directly and connection that we could get out of each other. And that's why I'm saying, start learning about Web3, start learning about crypto, start getting into it early, because if you're here and you're listening and watching this video, you're not late to the party, you're early. You have to realize this is the long game. The more opportunity goes to higher type investors, they play long games. They play a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line. They don't care about 2, 3 months from now. They don't care about a week from now, tomorrow. They care about what their money is doing 3 months later. 3 years later. Did that build generational wealth? Is that gonna put their children through college? Stuff like that. And It's just your favorite artist, man. Give me y'all some game on crypto. Give me y'all some game on Web3. Give me y'all some game on the metaverse. And I'm trying to connect the dots for y'all so y'all get a deeper, better understanding from a normal person that ain't using all these crazy big words to further your understanding and the point in time we are in right now and this massive opportunity that's in front of us to not only push connecting towards a decentralized route by engaging in the Web3 protocols and getting into the cryptocurrencies and the metaverses and the social sites that are using web protocols. That's going to force those centralized companies to have to give people more freedom and more data and more control, more earning potential, and more connective ability. So we in here early, and I'm trying to tell y'all all I know about it. To summarize it, the metaverse is trying to bring a digital world and make it more physical for you. Cryptocurrency is the digital currency, and there's different kinds of them that fund how you would get paid in the metaverse, how anyone gets paid in the metaverse, digital, right? Web3 is the version of the internet that allows cryptocurrency and the metaverse to exist in. It's the space and the version of the internet that we're calling Web3, which simply just allows decentralization and direct connectivity to exist. Long story short, all of these things help to cut out a middleman, especially with the terms decentralization, and help us connect directly how we want to instead of a specifically pre-designed way. You see what I'm saying? Now we can connect and build our own ways to connect if we want to, and stay on the same protocol or the same page or the same little space in the internet and still be able to showcase, hey, we're doing this, this, and this, and this, and we can, it's an opportunity to make your space of the internet how you want it to be instead of a predetermined way. So now you don't have to post on Instagram in the way that Instagram makes you post. Now you don't have to follow those guidelines in the way that they make you try to follow guidelines if you are on a platform that's fully decentralized and about supporting the idea that nobody should be censored, such as Nostr, which is why I'm on Nostr. So I'm also on the Fediverse, which is a protocol ran on a D app for the Fediverse is Mastodon. Nostr, I just got on yesterday, literally, so I'm relearning. Well, not relearning, but I'm learning new things about it, and I'm learning how to use it, actually, and what it's all about. So far, Nostr is the one I'm leaning to directly, and if I was you guys, where would I start? I would start with getting a Nostr account. I mean, it's on the Nostr protocol, but the D apps, which it calls its D apps clients. So the clients, there's different clients that run different protocols on the what you call Nostr, which is basically the blockchain technology that it runs off of, if you will. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get to your comment in a minute. 1, 2, 3. Hold on, because I like that you said it. And I'm trying to figure out the different D apps to use on there. But one I know you can get on and create your account with is Primal. You can create and get on the Nostr protocol on Primal, the app, and making an account. But that's gonna connect your account through all the other protocols. So whatever app you get on that's running the Nostr protocol, your profile come with you. You Instagram now, you got a whole different profile. You can't take your stuff and literally, you can't take it with you across the internet. This decentralized way of doing these things on the internet allows you to literally pick up your data, pack it up with you, and take it with you. Like, okay, y'all not trying to let me speak freely. I'm gone. Okay, y'all not staying open. Y'all shutting down. Y'all no longer running the server or relay or whatever your protocol calls it. Y'all no longer running a space for me to have my own. Okay, I can take my profile with me. I'm gone. And then when I find the right server or the right relay that I can plug back into, my whole profile plugs into. That's what I like about Nostr. And with the Fediverse, it's a little less decentralized than Nostr. But it also allows you to take your profile in the Fediverse with you throughout the Fediverse across different D apps and stuff. Now, 123 dollar store Kodak, you heard me. That's what 123 say. What I got to say to that is, I don't mind. I like Kodak as an artist, man, and as a stand-up dude, we do a lot of good shit for his community and good shit for his people. You hear me? If somebody 123 is sitting here trying to tell you something that is life-changing, something knowledgeable, something that can enhance you in some kind of way, I don't think you should be wearing the book 123. A lot of the best knowledge come from people that look like me. And when I say like me, I mean don't have a normal look, if you would. A lot of the best knowledge and information come from people that you gonna judge by their color, by their look. But you see, the universe already knew you come in and judge the book by color. But see, that's your test, 123. It was your test to see if you was gonna judge me by my color and miss the opportunity to learn something that's going to literally revolutionize the way we do things in the world in the next 50 years. That was your test, 123. Don't fail your test because of me, baby. It's just a little hair. You feel me? It's just a little hair. If you won't say I look like Yak, hey, I would never get mad for a comment or somebody telling me I look like Kodak or I'm trying to be a fake version of Kodak, quote unquote, what he meant by dollar store Kodak. I ain't mad at that shit. Cause guess what? Dollar store Kodak still doing better than you. It's your boy Quadeuce, man. Y'all keep tapping in the 20 live again. You know, we got first session coming out. The shit working right now, so we can work right now, man. Hit that subscribe button, you hear me?